problem is prepare a balance sheet from the particulars furnished here under. Stock velocity, it is nothing but stock turnover ratio 6 times. Gross profit margin, that is it is nothing but gross profit on sales 20%. Capital turnover ratio 2, fixed assets turnover ratio 4, debt collection period is nothing but debtors collection period, that is 4. Then creditors payment period, it is 2 months, it is given in 2 months, and gross profit was rupees how much? 60,000. Excess of closing stock over opening stock was rupees 5,000, which means that closing stock was more than opening stock by rupees 5,000. This is very important adjustment in this problem. This helps you in calculating closing stock and opening stock. The difference in balance sheet should be taken as bank balance. So the entire sales and purchases are made on credit basis. So which means that the sales and the purchases that we are calculated should be taken as credit basis. So now firstly let us calculate the various missing items with the help of the information given. So now we have to calculate CGS. So you know the gross profit ratio. Gross profit ratio is equals to gross profit divided by sales into 100. So sales is equals to, how to calculate sales? Gross profit divided by gross profit ratio. I've shown the calculation here, students. Gross profit ratio is equals to how much? 20 is equals to 60,000 divided by sales into 100. So cross multiply. So you will get 20 into sales is equals to 60,000 into 100. Therefore sales is equals to 60,000 into 100 divided by 20. So how much? 3 lakh. So 3 lakh is sales. So you can skip this method given in the textbook. You can follow the method which I have discussed now. Okay. So how much is sales? 3 lakh. So gross profit is how much? 20% of 3 lakh. How much? 60,000. So with this two information you can calculate CGS also. CGS is equals to sales minus gross profit. Sales is 3 lakh minus gross profit 60,000. So how much is CGS? 2 lakh 40,000. Now the next one, you apply the stock velocity or stock turnover ratio. With this you can calculate two items, students, opening stock and closing stock. So what is the formula for calculating stock velocity? Stock velocity is given as how many times? 6 times is equals to CGS divided by average stock. So how much is CGS? 2,40,000. We are going to calculate average stock. How much is average stock? 40,000. So this is a missing item that we have calculated with the help of stock velocity. So 6 times is equals to CGS 2,40,000 divided by average stock, which is 40,000. How much is average stock? 40,000. They say that now we'll move on to the calculation of the another missing items, opening stock and closing stock. So they say that closing stock is 5,000 more than opening stock. So let us assume, let opening stock be X. Therefore closing stock will be how much? X plus 5,000. So the average stock they have given you. We have calculated how much is average stock? 40,000. So average stock is equals to, what is the formula? Opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. So how much is opening stock? X plus how much is closing stock? X plus 5,000 divided by 2. So 40,000 into 2, cross multiply. 80,000 is equals to 1x plus 1x, 2x plus 5,000. So 80,000, bring this 5,000 towards your left hand side. So 80,000 minus 5,000, 75,000 is equals to 2x. Therefore x is equals to 75,000 divided by 2. So which will be 37,500. What is x? Opening stock. Then we can calculate closing stock. Why? Because closing stock is 5,000 more than x. So x plus 5,000 will give you closing stock. So 37,500 plus 5,000 is equals to 42,500. So opening stock is 37,500 and closing stock is 42,500. So you can skip this method, students, which is given in the textbook. You follow the method which I discussed now. Now the next one you have is capital turnover ratio. This is also given in the problem. So how much is capital turnover ratio is equals to, what is the formula? CGS divided by capital. So capital turnover ratio is how much? 2 times. 2 is equals to CGS divided by capital turnover ratio. Therefore cross multiply. Capital is equals to CGS is how much? 2,40,000 divided by 2. It is 1,20,000. If CGS is not given, then you can take it as sales. So calculation of fixed assets by using this formula. So they have given you in the problem fixed assets turnover ratio is 4 times. So what is the formula? Fixed assets turnover ratio is equals to CGS divided by fixed assets. 4 times is equals to CGS is how much? 2,40,000 divided by fixed assets. Therefore, when you cross multiply, you will get fixed assets as 60,000. Next one is calculation of debtors. They have given you debt collection period. This is very important, students. How many months they have given? 2 months. So debt collection period is 2 months. You can calculate this with this information. You can calculate debtors turnover ratio. This is another new formula which I have already discussed earlier itself. So the new formula will be 12 months, number of months in a year divided by debt collection period. So how many months? 12 divided by 2 is equals to 6 times. I am repeating, debtors turnover ratio is equals to 12 months divided by debt collection period. It is 12 divided by 2 6 times. Suppose if they are given in days, then it will be 365 days divided by number of days, okay, given in the problem. The other formula for debtors turnover ratio, which I have already discussed, it is credit sales divided by debtors. So debtors is equals to, you cross multiply, okay, debtors is equals to, how much is credit sales? 3 lakh divided by 6. 6 times we have already calculated debtors, 6 is equals to 50,000. So how much is debtors? 50,000. Now calculation of creditors. They have given you creditors payment period. How many days? 73 days. Same way we have to calculate, students. So whenever payment period is given, calculate creditors turnover ratio. So number of days is given. So 365 days divided by 73 days. How many times? 5 times. So the creditors turnover ratio is how many times? 5 times. So whenever you are using this formula, it means that we are supposed to calculate this creditors turnover ratio with the help of purchases. But there is no purchases in this problem. So with the information given, we can calculate purchases. Why? Because CGS, you know, CGS is equals to, what is the formula? Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. So how much is CGS? 2,40,000 is equals to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock, which we have already calculated. Therefore purchases is equals to 2,45,000. So we have calculated purchases 2,45,000. Now you apply this formula. Creditors turnover ratio is equals to what? Credit purchases divided by creditors. So creditors is equals to, when you cross multiply, credit purchases divided by creditors turnover ratio. Here it is a printing mistake. It is creditors turnover ratio. So creditors is equals to how much? 49,000. 2,45,000 divided by creditors turnover ratio is how much? 5 is equals to 49,000. So let us prepare balance sheet now. Fixed assets is how much? 60,000. Closing stock 42,500. Debtors we have already calculated 50,000. Okay. Now come to liability side of balance sheet. Capital 1,20,000. Creditors which we have calculated 49,000. And the balancing figure you get will be 16,500, which should be taken as cash balance or bank balance. So with this we'll complete this portion. Working out the problem. And one more thing, here they say that they mention in the problem that the balancing figure in balance sheet, it represents bank balance. So that is what we have mentioned here, 16,500. So whenever you have calculated any item in the problem, you mark it, put that item in a box. Like for example, here you have calculated creditors, put it in a box. So which helps you to prepare the balance sheet easily.